Good morning. Happy Monday. So, this week we're going to talk about the 6 human needs. But today, since it's Monday, I want to just give you our Monday, you got to go do the work talk. You know, at the end of the day, the difference between the ones that we talk about year after year after year and the ones that don't isn't talent, it isn't luck, it isn't, what was the opportunities that were given to them by birthright. Most of the time, it's not location. Most of the time, it's hunger. The difference between the ones that achieve significant success and those that don't is just flat out drive and hunger. The ones that do achieve those things want it more. And one of the ways that you can kind of ensure that you're getting things done that you need to get done is through organization. In Stephen Covey's book, The 7 Habits, he talks about different classes of experiences. And he talks about 4 classes of experiences. But basically, what we want to avoid is a situation where we're either dealing with putting out fires or running away from everything. And a lot of us, that's where we end up, is our day isn't scheduled, our day isn't planned, and so we run around doing the things that are most urgent, but they typically aren't the things that get us the closest to our goals. They're urgent, but they're not important. And then at the end of the week, we go run away and we do things that don't get us towards our goals in a way that we hide. So, we go to the bar or we go to movies or we go do whatever that is in an escape where we do something that isn't urgent but isn't important either. We want the things that aren't urgent but are important. And that's called scheduling your time. When you schedule your time, you do the things that need to be done. As he calls it, you put first things first, but you do them before they become urgent, before they become necessity, before your back is against the wall. Remember I talked about The Rock labels everything $7. That's to drive him so that his back is against the wall even when it's not, so that he goes and does those things that need to be done. So this week, as you head into the week, remember that you don't want to be in the class where you're doing the things that are urgent but aren't important. Now, some of that stuff is going to happen, okay? And there is urgent and important, and obviously those got to be dealt with. I mean, every now and then the kid needs stitches and has got to go to the emergency room. I mean, grandma takes a fall and you got to go deal with her. I mean, that's part of life. But the urgent and unimportant things are the things to avoid, and the unurgent, unimportant distractions we need to minimize. Where you want to be is in the sweet spot where you're doing the things that are important but not urgent, where you're sowing the saw, where you're preparing things before they become a crisis. And that way, when they come to the point where they need to happen, you've already got them done. And you can do them in a way that you can think about it, and you can do them in a way where you can prepare and do it right. Take your time and work ahead on everything so that you're not dealing with crises one day after another. And schedule your time so that, one of the tricks is if you've got something that needs to get done this week, it's important but not urgent. Schedule more than one session where you're going to do that particular thing. That way, if one session gets interrupted by something that's urgent, you'll have another one already scheduled. So as we head into the week, hunger and drive are what makes the difference between the ones that are significantly successful and the ones that are not. And one of the ways to manage that in an effective way is to manage your time so that you're working on the things that are important. Forget the other stuff. It can wait until the end. If all you do is sit and look at your emails, then you're not going to be doing anything super significant. And I know we've all got 30 million emails to respond to, but at the end of the day, most of the time, that's not going to be what produces your significant result. What's going to produce your result is working on the thing that needs to be worked on that isn't urgent yet. Set aside the time to do that. And I don't know about you, but when I do finally set aside the time and do those things, I find that I don't need nearly as much time as I thought I was going to in order to work on that particular item. That, I thought, oh my God, this was going to be such a huge project. And then when I get there, it's like, 40 minutes and I got a ton done, and it makes all the difference in the world. So Put first things first. Hunger and drive are what get it done. We talk about it every Monday. Schedule your week. Do the things that are going to matter. Reassociate with your goals. Reassociate with your mission statement. Reassociate with your primary question. And then ask yourself, what do I need to do this week in order to accomplish those goals and become the person that I need to be in order to live that life? Sow those seeds and you will reap those same rewards. It's Monday morning, in the words of the great Dan Mahoney. Let's get after it. Go have a great day and schedule your week. Control your life. Don't become part of somebody else's life. Control your own destiny. Don't become part of somebody else's. Run your own plan. Don't become part of somebody else's plan. Have a great day. I'll talk to you tomorrow. This week, we'll talk about the 6 human needs. Thanks, everybody. We're all in this together. Let's take care of each other.